Good morning. Hey, Marcus. Yeah, I'm actually kind of waiting to see what they're gonna do with the Sci-High. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna do my coffee this morning. I used the last of my coffee creamer. And I should have stopped and picked some up while I was out, and I didn't. So. This just feels very dumpy to me. Why does it feel dumpy? Because we dumped on Friday. And I just feel like NASDAQ wants to dump. Look, we never tested the daily open at all in Asia or London. I feel like all these imbalances are just begging to be reclaimed. We haven't had any news that would change anything. Like shorting the psychological high, that's sounding pretty good to me. Yeah, I could see an upside. Like, I know we have imbalances in the 1 hour. I feel like if they take back these red vectors on the 1 hour, then we're just going to continue higher. It's interesting that they're opening it here. Opening at the highs. I don't know. Now we're blue on the 5. Have green vectors pushing up. I don't know, man. This looks like a short. This looks like a short. But I am not taking this thing short. Not yet, anyway. $23. Really? I really don't want to open up a trade pre-market. Oh, but I do. I'm just playing with 2 accounts today. I usually run 3 or 4 at a time, but it's Monday, and I'd rather not mess this up. If we get another push up to the side high and they fail it, like say they wick it. I'll try it. They come back up here for it in the next 5-minute candle. Otherwise we missed it. Okay, so there's your 25 after candle. And actually this is now acting, we're just gonna close those out. Probably will come back up, but I guess I need to go get a hot tea real quick. Ah, I hate it when it just melts like this. It's okay. I'm not missing out on anything. They'll come back up for that wick. All right, hot tea time. I'll be right back. Okay, I put the tea kettle on. Morning, Koa. Oh, this wants me to short it. It wants me to short it. We're shorting it. Yep, it can fucking hate me if it wants, or it can hate me if it wants. I'm leaving it at break even. So it will probably get hit because of all the, when they widen the stops for New York. So the reason that I took this trade was based off of Asia high. It just seems like it wants to go down. So that's what I'm doing. Using less size. It looks like it's going to wick me out right here. There it went. That's okay. We are good with that because I was protected. So we did a W on the 15-second instead. Okay. So they do want the, I think they do want that hourly red vector that we were talking about, Marcus. If it doesn't hold right here, I'm short. I'm short. They printed a W, but then all they did was spike up and then came right back down, and I wasn't fast enough. They'll probably wick me out. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, I really like this, but we're only 1 minute in. We're getting wicks topside, blue vectors on the 15-second. I'm gonna give this a little bit of wiggle room. It's probably too early. Okay, I'm putting my stop in that wick. Top of the wick. I mean, that looks like, this looks like it wants to be a W pre-market. So I am kind of like fighting the overnight trend. But my guts are saying down. Still not convinced. Nope, it can come right back up. We spiked the low. Made a wick, we came back. All we did was basically come back to London session VWAP. Oh, so if I'm gonna stay in this trade, I wanna see them break the 50 on the 5 minute to the downside. That long wick might have been my clue that they don't want to necessarily do that. So we'll see. We're only risking about $200 on this trade. There it goes. It took me out. Just a reject and come right back down again. Okay, I'm gonna sit in this one a little bit. We'll see what they do. Blue on the 1, but we're green on the 5, and we're closing above the psychological high. So that means that this was my clue to get out. Yeah, this is my clue to get out. Okay, now I wait. This looks upside. How far do we have until that red vector recovery on the 1 hour? Still have a ways. These are both red. $15-minute is green. Pushing higher. We had all blue vectors on the 1. Are we really going to go back to these? 8-3, 7-4. 7-4 would be 15-minute recovery. They could. They very well could. Yeah, and I need to not be hard-headed. Okay, so this thing's going up. I don't know if anybody noticed or not. You're thinking 23,902. That's weird. I don't have any M levels on this one. But I think my black one has the M levels. Seconds left. So we tapped 850. Swept 770 and tapped 850. And so we sold off at 850. Really? And try and go. Nope. It tapped me out right away. This might have been our stop hunt above the sci high. Back to VWAP. Sinus looks like it wants to keep selling off. Just how much wiggle room do I give it? Not very much, apparently. Okay, now we might actually go back for this wick. Just looking, I had this zone drawn off as kind of like a rejection point. This would be like one. We've been kind of rejecting off of it, so we'll see. We'll see. No, I think that's it. I think that's my entry. This thing is just going for it, though. We'll see if it just wicks me right back out again. $15-minute candle closes in 3 minutes. And we're green. Now we're blue. Will we turn red on the 5? We start re-breaking the highs, then that's it for the session. We're just going to keep re-breaking the highs. Usually this would be my entry short. If I wasn't already in a trade. Much tighter. Now we're green on the 5. Kind of just watching price. See, we come down and retest the VWAP again for New York. Yeah, this is what I'm waiting for. See what we do. We have no wick downside either. New 15-minute candle. We'll see if they go break the highs. There's a lot of people who play the ORB strategy. And we have imbalances higher. Just depends what this thing wants to do. See if they wick the 13 EMA again or not. Really have no let's see what they do. I've kind of been trying to push this up, but it looks like maybe they're failing here on the 15-second. We have like 1, 2, this would be the third push to the upside, but there's no real vectors in here. There's only this one. So we'll see. Does that mean that they didn't have enough? Come back to the VWAP. We just pin the VWAP. Okay. If we bounce right here, I'm just going to cut these trades. I need to see them actually flush through the VWAP rather than hold the VWAP. Yeah, it looks like if they start pushing higher, I don't want to be in this trade anymore. Okay. So we bounced off the session VWAP. This could be to go higher. Yeah, this looks like we're actually catching a move to the upside a little bit. The 15-second. Come back for these imbalances up to 873, 874 possibly. Should push up. Now let's see if they can actually hang on to this. I see no vectors here. Okay, we have a blue on the 15-second. 2 seconds to go. Are they actually going to push up, or is this Nope, that's my entry short. So they barely rebroke the high. Should be able to keep a pretty tight stop here, but we'll see. It might just snap me right back out. Now, if this was to say they don't take me out and they go back down to the VWAP, what we'll be looking for is I would actually add to this position at that point if they fail to hold the VWAP. But until then, I'm not that confident that it can't just come right back up again. Like that. That's why we use stop losses. Wow. I'm gonna look and see if it did it stop me out where I think where it's supposed to, or did it? Where was my stop at? Right about here. 844. No, it didn't stop. Okay, so it ran through my stop. Lovely. That was rude. NASDAQ being rude. Yeah. So it took my stop out at 857. I'm gonna go grab my tea and I'll be back. Boy, this girl's just getting it today, huh? Just keep going up. That's okay. I went and got myself some apples. It never came back to where I wanted my entries at last night. Okay. I don't know what trigger that was that actually just hit, but I'm moving my stops to break even right away. I think this was the reaction I was waiting for this whole morning. Maybe not. Maybe I should just take my money and run. If they bounce here again. They've been bouncing here. And that was a red vector on the 15-second. I don't know. That looks an awful lot like they could just roll this over. See what they do. Moving my stops to this 15-second wick. Just so that way I'm not giving in too much. Or giving back too much, I mean. And as we break, I want to see it continue to break down from this 850 area. And it looks like it's kind of fighting to stay. I'm not real sure. It almost seems like the sellers are jumping in. They're like, oh, we want to sell now? Is that what we're doing, NASDAQ? Okay, well there's 9 o'clock. Just in case this snaps back up again. This is just about where we sold off from last week. Not saying it's going to, but we're at the same place as last Friday. Yeah, I'm not real sure on direction still, even though I'm in a short. It looks like it might just take me out. We'll see. I moved my stops to 51.50. Now we're coming back to the New York VWAP. So this is where it's been bouncing from. The thing is I would expect red vectors coming into the New York VWAP on the 1 minute or the 15 seconds. So I'm not real sure. That might have been a reversal of some kind. And trail it down a little bit. Okay, so it stopped me out there. It looks like it's wanting to continue to hold that VWAP. So I'll wait. Maybe I should have gone long there. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my camera because I'm gonna eat an apple while I'm sitting here. Maybe it'll keep me from placing too many trades. We do kind of have like this inverted head and shoulders on the 15 second. So we could run right back up to the 876. But we'll see if we get that push or not. Taking shorts here again, just kind of testing the waters. We have this 15-second red vector. It looked like they tried to take it back and then kind of failed, but we'll see if we push up here and actually get over this 67. Very well could, because this is definitely a pretty strong move up. And there's not a ton of imbalances. And honestly, I should probably be waiting until I get green vectors on the 1 minute, pushing up price instead of this kind of consolidation. Or this isn't even consolidation, but these just easy pushes upside. Yeah, it's just about going to stop me out. Almost. There it goes. And there was the move that I was waiting for. I was too late getting in. So basically my stop is where my entry should have been. Nope. Guess what? I'm done for now. Let's see if they can take out the highs again. We are starting to peel back though, even on the 1 minute. New 5 minute candle coming in. Yep, another push up. We need to see what they do at this 62 level. We're getting kind of wicky on the 15-second. At 62.75. If we don't break from here, then we are going up. Probably go re-break the highs. Is my thinking. If we don't roll over, like right now. Yeah. Oh, that was rude. Too many wicks. Let's see if they go test the New York VWAP again. 50 EMA. No, look at that. Look at that. They red vectored it on the 15 second. And now on the 1. So if we're getting a red vector, we're not actually pushing down. That's not good. I'm at break even just because I'm not in love with this trade right now. Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna rip higher. Too many wicks. They're trying to push down and get to the New York session VWAP, but we are at the VWAP. Yep, it took me right back out again. So the question is this 15-minute really going to roll over, or we are getting some interesting action here. No, I think they are gonna do it. Okay, NASDAQ. You have two options here. You can either hold the VWAP or you can lose the VWAP. Which one are you gonna do? 8401. If we get a full-blown reversal on the 5, I'll be surprised. Really? Indecisive at the VWAP. Not quite sure what we're gonna do here. Red vector on the 1. Oh. Snapped me out before I could even... We'll see, we're coming back to the daily VWAP. The daily VWAP sitting at 05-ish. So right about here. We've got red, violet. This could actually be a signal that we're going to go back up again. Just seems like we're rolling over on the 15. Breaking back in on the VWAP. I'd be nervous to take longs here. There's that daily VWAP. It's a nice reaction right off the VWAP. This will probably be my last trade for the day. Monday's not being nice to me. I'm gonna go ahead and trail this one tight. If it comes back down to the daily VWAP, I'll get back in again. Okay, so I'm looking for to see what it does at the 606. It can go up without me, that's okay. Nice push back up to the New York session VWAP. Took back the red vector imbalance. There is another one at 855. Unless we reject the session VWAP. I want to see if we can come back down to... Nope. The daily VWAP. That's what I'm watching for. I moved that out of the way because we're right at the New York session VWAP, so I'm waiting to see what we're actually going to do right here, right where we're at. I need to see it pull back. Still sitting at the VWAP. Well, it's only 9:26, but I'm done. I'm obviously not in the same sync as the markets are today. We'll see if we get a setup later. This is looking like it's gonna head right back up again. So I should have held my original trade off of the daily VWAP that we retrace back to. Blah. Alright, that's okay. Oh yeah, she's moving nicely. This is definitely a long market. Alrighty, I'm gonna go get on the treadmill and run some laps or something.